Hello. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Scout. Thanks for coming, Scout. I appreciate it so much. Sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. That's embarrassing. Well, that's embarrassing. Hi, everyone. Let me just see who's here real quick. Loving crafting. Hi. Hi, Donna. Nola's here. Hey, girl. Debbie. How are you, Deborah? Dicey Dude. Hello. Hi, Nola. Thank you. Yeah, I saw your message. Was it on Instagram, Nola? Or I can't remember where I saw your message. But yes, I'm back. I'm back. And I feel really good about being back. I definitely feel I don't want to say more mature. I mean, obviously because I'm older, but I don't know. It just feels good. It feels good to be back. So thank you, everyone. We'll give the room a few minutes for people to come in. We'll get some business out of the way. I'm going to show you my website now that I have this software. I can take you there myself. And why not? I can show you my jewelry website real quick. I just want to. I want to share that with you. So I'm going to go over here. Here it is. Because I now have the technology here on my new desk to show you. So this is my jewelry website. It's all designer vintage jewelry. And look at you guys, I just love the jewelry so much. There I am. I'm my own model. Um this is what I have on a lot of times. This is the Kirk's Folly whimsical kind of jewelry. I know you guys have seen me wear some of this here and there. But it's fun, you guys. Just go on and check it out. And then down here, if you scroll down towards the bottom of the web page, you can just put your first, last name, and email and click sign up, and then you'll automatically get the monthly newsletter. And I don't sell your information or anything like that. You can buy gift cards. There's a questions page there. But I made this whole website by myself. I'm so proud of myself. I had so much fun doing it. You guys know I'm not shy about patting myself on the back, but this is hard. It's hard for me to learn how to do all this stuff. So I just wanted you to have a close up look, and I may show you again when we do a live show. But this way you can see this is what you should be looking for when you type in the comments vintage or in the webpage vintageenvy.org. It's .org. So some of these things are really, really um, limited in the world. I mean, they're not making these anymore. A lot of these are hard to find. So just have a look, you guys. It's fun. It makes me happy. Sign up for the newsletter. That makes me happy too. So I appreciate that. All right, so there's that. Yep, Scout is here, our moderator. Thank you, Scout. And Scout's on the East Coast, and something major was just happening on the East Coast with a serial killer. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. And maybe Scout has some inside information because she's got probably the local news there that we don't have here. Um, what else? What else is happening? Yep, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting slowly, step by step, to 1,000 subscribers. We'll make it. We'll make it. My husband's like, quit looking. Quit looking at how many subscribers you have. But it's exciting. It's exciting, and it tells me if I'm doing an okay job or not, or if I got to change things up, which, I've had to do that. Hey, Denise. Hi, Amy. Was it on Long Island? Okay. Long Island, Long Island, Long Island, Long Island. Have I been to Long Island? I don't think I've been to Long Island before. I've been to New York a few times. Let me just share something with you too, something personal. I hope I don't get it dirty because I've been putting on makeup. Um, Let me just show you. So my daughter got engaged. My daughter's in Vermont. And let me just show you what I bought her. I have to mail these out. So she has 2 dogs. Oh, the camera's gonna be a real bitch. But these are 2 little dog scarves. Let's see if I do it slowly. No, it's not gonna let me bring it up, but they're 2 scarves. The first scarf says, "My humans are getting married," with a little diamond ring. And then because they have 2 big dogs, and she said yes. And that's so cute. So my grand dogs will be wearing these little things I'm gonna send off to them. Also, my daughter, as I mentioned, she's in, Vermont. They had to abandon their house. She's like, "We're swimming out." "What? What are you talking about? You're swimming?" She's like, "Well, we got the dogs and the lizard, and we basically, swam away." They were able to get the car out, thank God. It was like one of those miraculous things that it's shocking that the car was able to run and the wheels were moving and stuff. So, they went up the hill. They're in Vermont in a tiny little town where there's gotta be a post office, but I don't know. It's a very strange place coming from a big city in California. It's just not something I'm used to, but it's very cute. And luckily, um, the house is still standing, which for a minute we thought it was going to be floating down the river towards Montpelier, town towards the capital of Vermont. Oh, you're about 2 to 3 hours from Vermont. Yeah, New York's very close. When hubby and we bought a house in Vermont in Randolph, super cute in the village. There's a train that comes through Randolph and goes to New York City, and it also goes to Boston. It was like the perfect place to have a house if you're gonna live out there in the boondocks. So but anyway, my daughter's safe. Benjamin is safe up at his house. He's up pretty high, so not much flooding up there, but everyone is safe, thank goodness. Okay, how was everyone's week? Did everyone have a good week? It was nice and warm out here. The weather's just nuts though, isn't it? Around the planet. All right. So we didn't get a chance to talk about Suzanne Morphew, and I promise we will. We will talk about Suzanne Morphew. I have things to say about Suzanne Morphew, the woman who's missing in Colorado, which she's gone. We know she's passed. We know that. I know that. um, but I have a couple things I wanted to share about Alexi Treviso. And again, I don't hate this girl. If anything, I hate that she was in the position that she was in. And I've been in therapy a lot and I've learned a lot about the human brain. And as some of us have PTSD from our childhoods, um, we make bad decisions. Our brains literally change chemically inside. Now, we don't know that. How do we know that? Well, you have to talk to someone and it's a long process. But therapists and psychiatrists are pretty good at determining if that's happened to somebody. And it happens to a lot of people. You just don't know. Um, so with Alexi, again, not cool that she did what she did. Right? We know that. And her baby, if you're not aware, let me stop myself right there. If you're new here, hello. My name's Audrey, and I'm a psychic medium. So before you flip out, let me just say I believe in what I do. I believe in my gift, and I believe in it because I've talked to enough people over the years that I've given information about their life, their family, their friends, situations from the past all the way up to current. I I just trust myself, and here comes spirit right now. Here comes somebody. So, it's crazy. I know that. I am a skeptic. If that says anything to you, I don't know if it does. I'm a skeptic. I don't believe a lot of psychics. I just don't. So, it's crazy what I do. You can call me nuts, and it's not offensive. Okay, you can say I'm Looney Tunes, you can say I'm a bored old lady staying at home. I've heard that one before. Well, yeah, I'm far from that, honestly, I'm far from that. But say what you want. I'm still gonna do what I do. Thank you. Thank you guys for the comments. Um, because it helps people. There's a lot of different jobs that people do during their lifetime that help and benefit people to make their life easier, and that's what I do. And by me talking about these murder cases and just other things that are going on in the news, normally I'll give you guys information ahead of time before it's made public, before it's even been investigated. And I'm telling you what's what. The victims come and talk to me. Thanks, Miriam. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not apologizing. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for who I am. But, sometimes people like to stop by on the channel and just say shit. And I am putting on 18 and older graphic in my description title, in the title of my videos and stuff, because you know what? It is. This isn't for everyone. It's hard. These are hard, scary things that we talk about here, but we need to talk about them. Get it off our chest. We have to vent. I'm not at school with Janet anymore venting. Janet and I would spend a good hour a day, at least, venting about life to each other. And it feels good when you let it off your chest. And a lot of times you will change your own perspective on what's going on in your life once you've said it out loud. So, this is a safe place to talk, share your feelings. You guys know that. Maybe there's someone new who's watching this back after it's already been recorded. So there we have it. I apologize if this new microphone, you can hear me smacking my lips and stuff. I'm sure I'm still trying to. Ooh, I'm still not sure how to do all this. Hey, Candy, nice to see you. I do have a new monitor to my right-hand side. It's looking good, you guys. It's nice. It's a big monitor. It really helps me out for doing these live shows and filming too, for doing some recordings. It's nice too. Okay. So, with that being said about Alexi, she's a very pretty girl. I'm not convinced that she's a narcissist. I am not getting any confirmation from spirit that she's a master manipulator or narcissist, as I've heard in social media that she's been called. She's going to be called a lot of names for why she's in the news, right? And the mom, Rosa, I think Rosa's very pretty. I think Rosa is very, very attractive. She's a helicopter mom, which I also consider myself a helicopter mom. I'm not saying it's something to be proud of, but I'm just saying. Talk when Benjamin comes on, when my son eventually comes on to do a show with me here, he can tell you. I'm overprotective. And I see the control Rosa had over Alexi. And Rosa now knows she didn't have as much control over her as she probably thought. And we're all asking ourselves, how did Rosa not know? There were pictures of Alexi in those tight clothing. And again, like I said before, sometimes people look pregnant and they're not. Sometimes people are heavy set to begin with, and then they spit out a baby, and it's like, I didn't even know she was pregnant. you know, I've known people like that, and that's fine too. We just want everyone to be healthy. So I think a lot of us mothers see the control and probably have opinions on how that household was being run and the stress, the anxiety in the house. I know I certainly do, and I know it doesn't take a psychic to know that. There's a lot of things you can gather from reading or watching, and you don't need to be a psychic. Okay, so here I might play this video twice. I have a video, it's a minute and 47 seconds, I believe. I might play it twice because I want you to really pay attention because what I'm hearing in this short clip, this is a detective calling Alexi at home on a house phone. Because for me, listening to I don't even know where I found this clip. Well, on YouTube, but I don't know how I found it. Um, this confirms to me what Spirit told me basically from right off the bat with not only Alexi, go back and watch my videos because I've also said her mother is also this way. And what is this way? What am I saying? I don't know if they're just not if they don't listen properly or if they don't comprehend properly. Something, and I keep saying that something is up. All right. So I'm going to put this clip on. Oops, not that clip. Let me change it. Let me come down here and change my screens. Like I said, it's a minute and 47. Okay. So if you're in a noisy place, try and listen carefully. I'll probably play it twice. Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to this phone call between the policeman, Alexi, and her mom.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Detective Gonzalez, Artesia Police Department.
Who is this?
Detective Gonzalez, Artesia Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm calling you today because I tried to get a hold of Alexi at school.
Why would you go to school? Why wouldn't you come here to my house?
Well, because you told me that I need to speak with a lawyer before you talk to me. But I need to hear that from Alexi first. Would she be willing to just tell me that in person at your house?
Okay, why? What? Yeah, I'll have her tell you. Tell her you're only going to talk to him with the lawyer present.
I need to hear it I have to be in person, man, so I know it's her.
Hello?
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 Hi, this is Detective Gonzalez.
Okay.
Hi, is this Alexi?
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. I just need to meet you in person. I know your mom told me for you that you want to talk. You'd only talk with a lawyer present. I just need to hear that in person, okay?
Oh, I will only talk with the lawyer present.
I just have to hear that in person, okay? When would be a good time to meet you to tell me that in person?
You can come to my house right now, Detective Gonzalez, if you want to. I'm here and she's here.
Okay, that'll work. I'll head that way then.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you guys catch that? Did you catch Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this microphone. Did you catch that confusion the ladies have? Again, I don't know if they're just not listening to him. maybe the reception's bad and I couldn't hear him properly. Mom seemed confused, and then Alexi seems confused as well. For me, that's enough. For me, that's enough of what Spirit showed me before about I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I can't determine if someone has any problems other than if Spirit tells me. And Spirit told me Alexi has a problem. Okay. And I'm getting the chills from Spirit right this moment. So Spirit is saying yes. And I'm getting chills through my entire body. And that means that's my confirming chills, I call them. Okay, so Scout saying she took it as avoidance. Okay. Yeah, and Mom wanting to run the show. Mom is still very standoffish, almost as if Alexi's innocent, which we know she's not. And I have some more information on the baby. So this phone call tells me, not from a psychic perspective, just as a human being, that this is going to be a challenge. These two women dealing with Alexi and her mom, I think it's going to be challenging for any attorney, any police, anybody, any professional trying to discuss things. Hey, WWF. Hi. And it's going to get frustrating. I can tell you right now, it's going to get frustrating for anyone who has to come in, who has an encounter with the two. It's going to be challenging. Hey, Drew. Hi. I wasn't sure if you'd be here. It's so late. It's almost early morning, isn't it? It's almost time to get up, Drew, in Scotland. It's almost time to get up. So, if you recall, I believe this is the same detective that went to her house. And Rosa says, "Yes, I know, Mr. Gonzalez. I know that." Policeman, officer Gonzalez, whatever. She gave him a little bit of attitude too. And I'm not sure. I'm sure a lot of people would give attitude just because it's the police, you know. They that's just part of their job. Okay, so I came across, gosh, maybe did I talk about it already? Well, I'm going to talk about it again because I think this is a big problem for the prosecution. I'm not a lawyer. I have spent a good 10 years in court between my marriages and children and stuff. So I've definitely seen a lot in-person courtroom drama, which a lot of times it was my ex-husband and I being the drama. They're like, "Oh God, why are they back here today? You're not on the list. Why are you guys here? Go home. Go to your houses. Leave. Get out of here. Leave us alone." And I'm not kidding. That's a real thing. Okay, so I think actually I did talk about this maybe, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's sitting heavy on me. And that is when the baby was born, whatever condition he was in, and we know he was found in the garbage can in a plastic garbage bag, wrapped up neatly, tucked in, and we know what she did. This is a question I have, and if Spirit wants to come in, I would love an answer on this. If anyone, any spirit can come in and tell me. When they found the baby in the garbage can, Did they do CPR? What's the protocol upon finding a body that looks lifeless and blue and cold? Do you still do CPR? That's number one. What is the hospital's protocol for that? And did they do CPR? Did they do CPR on the baby? I mean, I don't know. I mean, being that you guys are here on my channel, you probably watch other things about ghosts and people that have died and then they come back to life and stuff like that. Some people said they were dead for 15 minutes and then they came back to life. Well, did they do CPR? Amy is saying, here, I can put Amy's little note right there. She didn't, Amy, but what about that charge nurse, that guy? The charge nurse who was on, did he do CPR? That's going to be super, super, super important to find out, because if they did do CPR, there's going to be oxygenated air. Those little, or they call ovuli, little things in our lungs that grab the air. Yeah, we're getting, let me put Drew's comment. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos. Nola says, the baby was gray. I've heard the baby was blue. Yeah, they still should have. I think. I mean, I've worked in hospitals. Let me fix my camera. I started working in hospitals when Benjamin was like 2. And the first place I worked at was labor and delivery postpartum pediatrics. And things happen. They let us volunteers see everything. I still have nightmares from that. They should, right? I think they should have done CPR. They should have done CPR. What's the protocol? Is there a national protocol? Is there a county protocol? Is there a city, a hospital, and then whoever owns the hospital, whoever corporation, that conglomerate that is, do they have a protocol? What is the protocol? Can everyone see Deborah's note there? She was found 6 weeks old, not breathing, gray. Mom performed CPR. And here she is today. I think they should have. If they didn't, here's another problem. This is another problem. Okay, first of all, did they do the CPR? Let's say, for an example, let's pretend. Let's say they did do it. It may be true. It may not be true. Did they do the CPR? We're going to say yes. Okay, so now the lungs are oxygenated. Okay, that CPR would have been performed within minutes. I probably less than 15 minutes of the baby being placed in the bag. So it would have been, I think, freshly thereafter, the baby losing consciousness, or I don't know if he was even conscious to begin with, from what he tells me, what he told me. And I'll go back to him in a minute. But I think, oh God, I'm getting different feelings, and I'm talking to spirit right now while I'm sitting here live on YouTube. I'm trying to get answers from spirit. I'll tell you what I feel. These are just feelings. I feel like that baby could have been saved. I feel like whatever the hospital did or didn't do, even if they did do the CPR, I feel like something could have happened and changed the outcome. Let's read Candy's message here. One of the doctor or nurse said they took the baby out of the bag and they didn't do CPR. They just took him out of the bag and left him alone because it was a crime scene. Well, that's not good. That's not good. And I've had a feeling from the beginning, I think the hospital's going to be in trouble. It's like you can't even help people. You can't even try and save lives without being sued. Oh, Benny! My Benjamin's here. Ben, do you want to come on live? I can send you a link. Are you decent, Benjamin? Can you come on my show right now? Show everyone your new hair color. Ben, seriously, can I send you a link? Do you want to come in? We can talk about this. Ben was such a fun part of my show before. Ben would get recognized. I never get recognized. Benjamin would get recognized. Okay, no. Oh, sure, Benjamin. Come on. Ben's a big gamer. Big gamer. All right. You're lazy. Okay. Fine. That's fine for today. But okay. Another time you will have to make an appearance. I'm sorry. You just have to. You just have to, as one of my appendages that I've delivered out of my body. You need to make an appearance. Okay. I'm just another bossy mother. Okay. All right. So I'm glad my Benjamin's here. He's my son that lives in Vermont. Okay, so these are just my personal feelings. They should have done, I think it's so frustrating. They should have done the CPR if they didn't. I know there's like epinephrine. Can they give the baby epinephrine? Can they do something to wake it up, to oxygenate it somehow? You know, did they try? Did they try everything? Did they try everything? I want to know. I want to know what they did other than calling the time of the death. What else? What else did they do? Here's from 78 cards. I was born gray due to cord complications. I'm sure it happens a lot. So I would have thought they would have done something. I know. Yeah, I know. Guilt tripping doesn't work with the older kids, does it? Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't know. I as a concerned citizen that goes to hospitals sometimes, I want to know that things are being done properly. That's why I volunteer. That's why I volunteer in hospitals, because I want to see what goes on behind the scenes. I want to know people and make sure everything is being done by protocol. And sometimes protocol needs to change. I'm on a team. I am on a team at a hospital as a volunteer. I am a patient partner. That is my job title. I am a patient partner at a major, major hospital. And we tell stories of things that have happened to us and that it better never fucking happen again because it could end in someone else's life in the future. Things aren't perfect. Things are not perfect in any hospital. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Did I miss anybody? Hi, everyone. Hi, sweet crazy. I think Alexi's not going to get anything more charged more than tampering with evidence. If that. If that. I honestly think she's going to get off and not be charged with murder. And as I say that, I'm waiting for Spirit to come in and tell me yes or no. This is an awful, awful case. Why does this need to happen? It's 2023. This doesn't need to happen. It just doesn't. And I know it varies from state to state, county to county, city to city. I know these things are different everywhere you travel. But there's someone that would take a baby. And wouldn't you rather just wrap your baby up, take it to a hospital, take it to a police department or fire department? You know, a lot of those fire departments have those little beds. It's kind of like one of those big mailboxes. You pull it open, you put the baby in, and it rings the bell to the firemen, and they come and get it. I just can't wrap my head around Alexi delivering that child. I mean, I know women deliver their own kids every day. I know that. But for a 19-year-old and the fact that there's something, I'm telling you, there's something with her and her mom. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to say they're mentally ill. I'm not trying to say they're deficient or something. I don't know, but there's something. There's something. And I'm sure Alexi will go through psychiatric evaluation. And I'm sure the country is not happy with Rosa, right? But like I said, I had this happen right under my nose. I knew someone. It was my ex-husband's sister. This happened. We were teenagers. I didn't even know she was pregnant. I didn't know. Her boobs were so big from the pregnancy. You couldn't see her belly because her boobs were so big. Oh, Donna, that's a good question. Have I had any of the Titan submarine victims come to you? I have not yet, but I always like to mention, you guys ask me questions because spirits often, they're not going to come in unless we're talking about them because they're like, ooh, someone's talking about me. Let me go down and see what's happening. What are they saying about me? So yeah, ask your questions. Let me put this question up here. I couldn't understand that phone call, but do you think there might have been some reluctance because they thought it could have been the press, not the police? That's a good question. Can I play that video again? It's 1:43. Do you guys mind if I play that again? Listen closely again. Listen to how Alexi talks and how her mom, how she's processing. Listen to how Rosa is processing who she's talking to. Okay. And then listen to how Alexi processes and responds to the cop. All right. So have a listen. Let me just rewind this here. All right.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Detective Gonzalez, Artesia Police Department.
Who is this?
Detective Gonzalez, Artesia Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Hi. I'm calling you today because I tried to get a hold of Alexi at school.
Why would you go to school? Why wouldn't you come here to my house?
Well, because you told me that I need to speak with a lawyer before you talk to me. So, but I need to hear that from Alexi first. Would you be willing to just tell me that in person at your house?
Okay, why? What? Yeah, I'll have her tell you. So you're only going to talk to him with the lawyer present. Hello?
I need to hear it I have to be in person, man, so I know it's her.
Hello?
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 Hi, this is Detective Gonzalez.
Okay.
Hi, is this Alexi?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. I just need to meet you in person. I know your mom told me for you that you want to talk. You'd only talk with a lawyer present. I just need to hear that in person, okay?
Oh, I will only talk with the lawyer present.
I just have to hear that in person, okay? When would be a good time to meet you to tell me that in person?
You can come to my house right now, Detective Gonzalez, if you want to. I'm here and she's here.
Okay, that'll work. I'll head that way then.
All right, thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Okay. So hopefully you caught that audio from there. There's just something. There's something. And I've heard other people say, well, she doesn't seem like a typical 19-year-old. Yeah, some people are less mature at ages than others. So yeah, and who said it? This girl is going to have to live with this for the rest of her life. How awful is that? Being so young. And she's going to have to live with this. And this is not, this isn't even the start of it, really. I think Alexi is not. Hi, Lori from Iowa. I think Alexi will develop more later. Obviously, she's young. I think she won't fully understand what she's done until much, much later in life. And I think she's forever scarred by this. She's going to be forever scarred. So super unfortunate. But we'll stay on top of this case. It's very sad, very sad. And also, again, the school trying to minimize the students talking about it. A lot of those kids are 18 and over. You can't tell them to not talk about something. It's it's public school. Yeah. This is something that bothers me so much about the way kids are treated. And this is one reason I loved working in education, is because children are shat on. Okay. They are shat upon on a daily basis. They are not given respect. No one wants to hear a kid's voice, no matter the age. Even I saw it at college level when I worked at a college. We have to listen to kids and young people. And that's part of the problem here. What if Alexi could go to Rosa and say something and Rosa listen? Just listen. Yes, we want to protect our daughters from bad men, bad boys, bad situations. They can't do it on their own. Even people of other ages, women of other ages get into these situations. They can't handle it either. Kids need to feel safe talking to somebody about it. A young person should never feel like they don't have an option. And that's clearly what happened with Alexi. She didn't have an option to talk to somebody about it, or, whether it's a school therapist or counselor or anyone. It's 2023. We have so many options. Nola, I think she maybe won't be charged. And I think perhaps maybe there's going to be some new laws and procedures in hospitals and stuff like that. Maybe no locks on the bathroom in the emergency rooms or something. Something's got to change. Something will change. Yeah, she did. See, that's the thing. Okay, let me try and put this clip up here. She did rip apart the umbilical cord. Some of these things are going to weigh heavy in court with a prosecution saying, look, she did X, Y, and Z, and she fully knew what she was doing. There's going to be so much psychological evaluation and back and forth. I don't see how a full jury is going to convict her. I just don't. Again, I'm not a law person, but as my husband reminds me, my channel's turning into a crime show. That's fine. I'm learning with you guys as we continue to go through this. That's another thing Deborah says. Was it premeditated? Are they going to get her on that? What if this excuse me. What if this didn't happen at the hospital? What if this happened at home? What was she going to do then? What if she went into labor at the boyfriend's house? I think the boyfriend's mom knew she was pregnant. I think she knew. I think the boyfriend knew. I don't think the boyfriend's mom had any idea that Alexi was hiding this, and probably assumed the baby was going to be born and everything was going to be fine. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for that woman too. I don't know her name though. The boyfriend is Devin Fierro. So Devin's mom. Oh God. If that happened to me, oh man. No. It wouldn't be a good situation. If I was Devin's mother, I would have an attorney. I would have gone out and gotten an attorney that night or the next day. Right away would have. All right. So let's wrap it. I could talk about this case all night, you guys, but I want to give some time to Suzanne Morphew. Yes. Real quick, what Nola just says about they should have done a pelvic exam. Oh, this is the wrong. Sorry, that's not what I meant to put up. Sorry. Wait, is this the one? Yes. Sorry. Do I look like a judge in my black dress? This is my my black muumuu from H&M. Yeah, I do. I kind of do look like a judge. That'd be a fun job, wouldn't it? Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, should have had a pelvic exam. No brainer. Oh, let me say this. One more thing. I'm telling you, I could talk about this case forever. One more thing. Okay. Allegedly, there was a 45-minute gap between tests coming back and nurse or doctor going in and out of the room. Okay. This is a problem at pretty much every freaking hospital. Certainly at the hospital I worked at. I worked in the ER. They hated me because I was a tattletailer. I'm a tattletailer. If things aren't done right, I'm going to tell on you. I just am. These are people's lives at stake. Something like that is as eyes and ears for the corporation. As a volunteer, I'm going to tattle. There were a lot of shit I didn't like in the ER. Oh my God. And the charge nurse, it was also a man. He couldn't stand me. We eventually got over it and could talk to each other, me and this charge nurse. But it's like, oh, this, and that. I don't think so, friend. This is my hospital. This is where I bring my son and my children, my parents. This is where we come for care. And you are not doing your job and you are not managing these people. This is the kind of people that are on the team that I'm on. We're like the difficult parents at the school. No, mm-mm, mm-mm. Someone's got to say something. So there has to be advocates. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for everybody, I feel like sometimes. So the 45-minute gap, too much time. That's too much time. Too much time gone by without having either the pelvic exam or something. They should have known. They did know she was pregnant. She's of age. Kick the mom out. Kick her out. Have that conversation without the mother. There could have been a different outcome. So this also needs to be changed, right? Because as I've mentioned, I've done readings with women and they're like, they bring a support person and they say, you can say whatever you want in front of this person. This person knows everything about me. Well, they didn't know about the abortion you had and that this aborted baby wants to come in and talk to you. Are you sure it's okay? Are you sure I can continue on with something very sensitive about pregnancy? All right. So yeah, there's so much. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne. So Suzanne went missing. This is in Colorado. Mother's Day of 2020. First of all, I found it strange at the time why no one was with Suzanne on Mother's Day. Okay, well, I guess I can understand that now, being that my kids don't live near me and, whatever, but I just thought it was odd. Suzanne didn't have anyone with her. She was by herself on Mother's Day. Now, let me ask you guys something. I will do readings, Nola. I will do readings. I can't really do readings right now because Jonathan's home. He's not in school, so I don't have any time. I have no time. I can barely go to the bathroom right now without having Jonathan watch me, pretty much. What was I saying? Okay. So Mother's Day. Now, let me say something about Suzanne Morphew case. I have not heard anywhere ever. You guys tell me if you've ever heard anything about this. I have never heard anything about this. Was this disappearance? She's been murdered, okay? She's murdered. And I've talked to Suzanne many times from the other side, okay? Was this possibly a crime of passion on Barry Morphew's part? Has anyone talked about that? Has anyone heard anything? I haven't heard anyone ever. It's been 3 years. I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, well, it was a crime of passion. He didn't plan it. He suspected of an affair." The guy got away with murder. Let me just say that. He did. And he knows it. I've watched a couple of interviews he did with his 2 daughters, and I'm sorry, these 2 daughters, I don't like to say bad things about people, especially young people. But these 2 girls are either stupid, which I don't think they're stupid, but they're either stupid or they're scared of Barry Morphew, their father. I say the hard stuff. I say the hard stuff. I say the shit that no one else is going to say. Right? Because I'm salty. I'm a salty bitch. Okay. Well, they're terrified of him. I can see the fear in them and they feel safe. They feel safe that he's never going to hurt them. And won't it be interesting watching Barry over time and seeing what he's up to? He literally got away with murder. Who I saw someone say something about concrete. Yes, he was working in concrete, Deborah. Come on. You know, there's mafia behavior outside of the mafia, and there's lots of concrete places that have people in them. We just know that. Which husband was it? It was my another ex-husband, a different one. I had a friend in San Jose. Her husband worked in concrete. Know what I'm saying? She's like, "Do you want him to disappear?" I'm just saying. You want him to disappear? We can make him disappear. Okay. What? It was so tempting. It was so exciting to hear someone actually say that. It's like, are you serious? No. God. Of course not. But it's like, seriously? And to actually put that thought in your head, it's like, that really does happen, doesn't it? There's a lot of people in concrete. All right. So, was it a crime of passion? Did Barry snap and shoot her with a dart as she ran through the house? Here's what I don't understand. Why can't people just get a divorce? Get a divorce. Yeah, divorces are a pain in the ass. They're exhausting. They're expensive. But you know what? Learn. Learn from your divorce. Took me a few times to get it right, but I didn't learn the first couple times. I literally did not. I was gosh. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, don't touch anything, Audrey. Don't touch anything. Don't make a move. Don't make any wind. Okay. All right. Okay. People need to stop killing each other over divorce. Just get a divorce. Get a divorce. Get a divorce. Murder is never a good idea. Ever. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me now. Okay. So where is Suzanne? Where is she? I can see her right now. I see her. And Suzanne has told me, and I've shared this with you guys before, what Suzanne has told me. She's like, yeah, I was probably one of those women, Audrey, that would have judged you. I only, I liked like people that looked like me, herself. So thin, athletic, people with money. Um, but she didn't deserve to be murdered. And she says, "Yeah, looking back, I could have been a different person. I could have been a quote better person. I could have been a lot of things, but this was what this life was. This was my end from the very beginning." Why would she choose a life where you're going to get murdered? Well, I don't know. I don't have all those answers all the time. She shows me herself in a position, and I think I have said before that she's in concrete, but here's what she corrected me with today. Today she kind of corrected me because I do see her in dirt. But let me explain to you how I see her and what she's told me, how she corrected me. And I don't know if this is I guess this is a thing. I don't know how to make houses, or I don't know how to make buildings. I don't know how they put cement over whatever, whatever. She's not in cement, but the cement is on top of her. So whatever structure this is on top of her. She is in the dirt. But then they poured concrete over the dirt. So that's why I think before I know I've said that she's in concrete. She's not in the concrete, she's under the concrete. And I don't know if that helps anybody who knows anything about the buildings there and stuff, but she'll never be found. They're not gonna rip down buildings and stuff. Yeah, no, she can't her smell. No, but here's something, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. She was moved a couple of times. There were some sloppy edges on Barry's part. And it's like, gosh, I feel run around. I feel like I was moved here and then I was moved there. And I just feel, like the dead weight of the body, of her body just flopping and um not pretty. And it's I'm sad for the family. I'm sad that this happened to them. I'm sad that they don't have her body, but at the same time, I'm glad they don't have her body because it's so unbelievably savage the way she was treated. I mean, she was gone when these things were happening to her. So, um, and I'm asking her right now, I don't think she suffered, and I'm asking her to come in. She's normally kind of right up here to my upper right. And she's still smiling though. She's smiling. And she's talking to me right now. Okay, here she comes. Here she comes. She's in my body now. I know it's weird. I know. It's so freaking weird. The girls will be safe. She's telling me. The girls will be safe. Any woman is an idiot to be with Barry. He is not safe. She's making me feel like he won't kill anyone again, but he's going to come out with the truth. at some point. Right now is not a good time to come out with the truth because his case was dismissed with prejudice. And when that's the case, when the judge says, okay, you're dismissed, you're let off, your charges are gone, but you're being released with prejudice. What that means is if new information comes forward, we're going to get you. We're going to come get you. You're going to be charged again. So be careful. So he's going to be careful because of that, because he was released with prejudice. So that's important to know. So honestly, I think because of that situation, he's not going to kill again. I don't think he's a particularly nice man, any woman that he's with. And I think the woman he's with knows he did it. How did he get away with it? That is such a good question. Yes, someone else knows something. There's a couple of people that know stuff on him. Can you imagine knowing something? If you were someone Barry had confided in about some of these things he was going to do or did do? I don't want to know. Don't put me in your problems. I don't want to be a part of your problem. Donna, Suzanne says it doesn't, not that it doesn't matter, but it's done. The damage is done. I mean, he's gonna go nuts. He is, because he knows where she's at. He knows what he did. He knows the look on her face. How does that not haunt you? Because believe it or not, Barry Morphew is not a natural born killer like, for example, Brian Kohberger. Barry Morphew is not a natural born killer. This is someone like other people whose brains get changed over time from whatever different reason and life experiences that happen to us. His brain went down that path. He could have been married to someone else and this would have never happened. There's a lot of things that could have been different, and Barry would never have killed anybody. It's just something that was an awful way that Suzanne knew her life was going to end before she came here. I don't know. Marsha, let me put Marsha's comment up. Can you imagine sleeping at night? I'm scared as it is. Because I have spirits that come in. I've been having a lot of spirits coming in at night talking to me lately. A lot of spirits coming in and talking in my ear at night, like conversations. Who are these people? I don't know. I feel like I'm at the mall or at a museum or something, and I hear people saying things. I don't know. So I wish murderers would be haunted by their victims, like in Ghost with Patrick Swayze. I wish they would do that. I wish any murder victim would haunt their murderer. I would love it. And that's probably not something a psychic should say. Well, too bad. Too bad. Shelley says, I wonder if it was Suzanne's nephew. He made strange comments when Suzanne first went missing. Yeah, Shelly, I do remember that now that you say that about the nephew. Well, the nephew's probably sick to his stomach every day, worried and nervous that Barry Morphew's gonna do something to him. But as far as from what Suzanne shows me, there's nothing in the future Barry's gonna do. But yeah, all these people are gonna have to live amongst each other on the planet with all this history and be worried, watching your back all the time. Thanks, Marsha. Yeah, I sleep. My husband's like, you snore as soon as your head hits the pillow. Yeah, but I'm not necessarily having a nice sleep. I'm having weird dreams and listening to ghosts talk and stuff like that. Even with medication, I'm still tired. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to bring up Suzanne about a couple of things. The crime of passion. Oh, okay. 78 cards has a comment about this kid. Did I look him up already? The kid in Australia? He was a foster child, didn't I? Or did I see something on it on Netflix or something? I can't remember, but I'll make a note on that boy. So there we have it. I'm not sure when I can come back on. I may have to just do a video. It's easier for me to do a video right now with Johnny home than to do a live show. So I thank my hubby. I don't know if he's still listening, but thank you, hubby, for watching Johnny so I can come on here and talk to all my ladies and stuff. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone who's here right now. What's going on next? What do we have? We're going to talk about KOHBERGER for a long, long time. We're going to talk about Alexi for a long time. And I'm sure we'll talk about Richard M. Allen from the Delphi murders. His new nickname, if you're new here, is Little Dicky. His friends, his coworkers at Walmart, named him Little Dicky. So I love that. I think that's appropriate for him. So we'll be talking about that case too. That's a case that just gets my blood boiling, you guys. And unfortunately, there'll be new cases that come up. And, let's learn through them. Let's learn from them. Let's keep each other safe. Be kind to everybody, you guys. Like I said, just remember you could be someone's miracle by just smiling at them, you guys. It is that easy to become someone's miracle. You could save a life by making eye contact with someone at the grocery store and just giving them a smile. You don't know. You just don't know. People are suffering so much. Deborah, I don't know about that case. My husband just told me about that case. So I'll get my husband's insight on this guy in New York, and thank God he's been caught. I am glad that the police and law enforcement worked the way they worked everything out by basically waiting for him to hang himself. They had all their ducks in a row. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that case in New York. So I'll get a little bit of information, see who the victims are, see if I can connect with any of those women. I don't know anything about those cases. I don't know if they have the bodies. I don't know anything. So but I'll get back to you guys on that. So hopefully I can make some sense of that disgusting case with that disgusting man. So you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday night. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay cool, stay warm, depending where you're at. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out my jewelry online. Thank you to Scout, as always, for moderating the chat. It's so helpful. And I appreciate you guys and your love and everything you do for the whole world. Okay, you guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Ciao.